Our business has become globalized, and the expectation to global talent has become larger even before. However, on the other hand, it is said that the students are not motivated to study abroad or to work globally. So today we invited representatives from global companies who have and expect to have more global talent for their business.
At the Institute, we are deeply involved in the idea of developing global talent. We have MBA students in a 2-year program where we teach in English. We've got about 40 to 45. 60% of them are from around the world: Africa, Middle East, Asia, Latin America, North America, Europe. 40% are bilingual Japanese. All our classes are in English. We have really, truly a community of common interest: business, universities, government, other organizations in society.
If you want to be perfect, you must make mistakes. If you wait until you can speak English perfectly to say the perfect sentence, you'll never get there. For the Japanese participants today, to speak English, you must speak English. Very simple. Now the second lesson, one simple word: go. Can you repeat after me? Go. Much better than that. Now come on, louder, louder. Go. One last time. Go. Learn how to learn. Learn to learn. Can you say that after me? Learn to learn. Learn to learn. You get it? The most important skill you will need in the future in the world economy is to know how to learn.
We have a national sales conference end of February. Our sales operations people who run the meeting sent me a message last week and says, "Chito-san, please make sure you send us your presentation on February 4, 22 days before the national conference. And make sure this is the font style and the font size." Flexibility, right? So that's a different topic I'll get to later. But cultivate or produce talent, global and otherwise. And the second question is, what do we look for? And what I'm going to share with you is from the perspective of the company I represent, Eli Lilly and Company, Eli Lilly Japan, but also from my personal perspective, having ran organizations for 25 years here in Asia and in the US in various sizes. All right? I propose to you that if an organization is truly serious about cultivating and producing talent, you need to have a people strategy. And I will propose to you 4 things that are at the very core of that strategy that needs to be articulated, written, implemented, monitored, and you need an HR team that's first class. In many organizations, you know they put in HR? Folks who didn't work in other functions. That's a mistake. You try to put the very best people within the HR function. We try as best as we can. Within the 4, the other piece that's missing as part of our people strategy is diversity. And that's an integral part of our overall people strategy.
The object of our school is to educate the students who will be fully equipped to understand and analyze issues in the field of international affairs. This kind of object leads to developing global talent, we believe, and developing 4 key abilities that we consider very important.
Today I want to talk about 3 points. First, why global talent? Why global talent is needed? That's one point. And the second point is how to recruit, how to develop such a great and global leaders. And the third point is, especially for Japanese, I think the third point can be very interesting. My third point is English. But English and probably something behind. we really want to hire MBA students, really, seriously. And if somebody wants to be promoted to some level, maybe senior managers or directors, of course, promotion one of the promotion criteria is English. So if somebody does not speak English, in that case, the person cannot be promoted to some level. So at that point, we have already sent out a very, very clear message to our people. It was a little bit tough when we sent out such a message to our people, because we have lots of local talents. They do their jobs quite smoothly, and they are performing quite well. But they really do not speak any English. In that case, their potential is clearly limited.
Really, I think it's taking that first step and committing yourself to that first step of where you want to be headed. What do you want to be doing 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? This is not necessarily for MBA students. This is also tips for people in the corporate field or even other fields as well. What is your vision of your personal vision? What do you want to be doing beyond that single point of entry? And so I think those are the things that you really need to think about before going into your first couple of interviews and thinking of what you want to do down the road.
Right. So again, thank you for having me. I think my value in this conversation today is going to be from two perspectives. One is from a perspective of having worked and seen firsthand the operations of a Japanese company that is aspiring to be a global company, and then secondly, from a human resources perspective as well. So I'm hopeful that this discussion will be valuable for you. You have an opportunity to be role models for other companies in Japan. I think if we can have a few success stories or role models, then other smaller companies perhaps can follow suit and support Japan's sustained success in the global marketplace.